Hey everybody, it's Rob Nazarian with Talk Android, and we're looking today at the Motorola Atrix HD. This is the third edition of the Atrix, and I think this is a beauty. I think it's going to be a beauty. It priced at only $99, and also to celebrate safe driving, Motorola and AT&T are offering a free vehicle dock with this, which is pretty good value at $99. Let's open it up and take a look at what we have here. We got the quick start guide, and we have the phone, of course, and inside the box is the usual charger and all that good stuff, so not a lot going on there. Now let's just open up the back, the seals here. Now right away you see the Kevlar coating that is now synonymous with razors. This is basically, you know, a razor device, just not being referred to as one. You have the classic Motorola bump there. It's 8.4 millimeters thick, which basically it's thinner than a Razor Max. Of course, it does not have the 3300 milliamp battery. It has a 1780 milliamp. Would have loved to seen the full-size battery there, but of course, priced at $99, you're not going to get that. I wonder if they're going to come out with another edition. You have an 8 megapixel camera in the back and 1.3, I believe, in the front. Now, on the side, you have your volume and power, and on the top, you have your USB and HDMI. And on the side here, you have, if I can open it, you have your SIM and micro SD slot. There's 8 gigabytes on board, and let's fire it up. It has a 1.5 gigahertz dual core. I believe that's a Snapdragon S4, and the display is 4.5 inches, so it is bigger than the Razor Max. 720p screen. So this is the first Motorola phone to hit the States, North America, with an HD display. It's got what they call Color Boost, which I believe is their new name for AMOLED. I think that's probably what's going on there. It is a little bit bigger than the Razor Max, but not by a lot. It's only about 0.10 inches longer and only like 0.04 inches wider. So they've been able to give you pretty much the same size phone with a bigger display, which is really nice, because that's one of the biggest problems with the Razor is the bezel and all that good stuff. Now this does have ice cream sandwich on board. Now we had a chance to look at ice cream sandwich on the Razor Max a couple weeks ago, and so you have that new lock screen where you can unlock to different things. Now that's not customizable that I know of. It may be on this device, but I don't know. Now, interestingly enough, what it looks like what Motorola has done here is to simplify things. I've never seen this before with any manufacturer, and this is something that is not going on with the Razor and Razor Max upgrades, probably because people are used to the amount of home screens that they have. But you're only given one home screen to start, but you can add home screens here, and you can go ahead and add a blank page to do whatever you want, or you can start with a template. And there's different choices here, like for example including the usual Motorola contacts widget and some apps, and you can do one here with the music widget, and here's one with the yellow pages. So there's 3 of them there, and the regular blank one. Now I'm assuming, I'm not going to go into it now, that you can set up at least 5 home screens, maybe more, but right now I'll just cancel that. Now there are some other enhancements that you're not going to find again on the Razor Max ice cream sandwich upgrade. Now these, I'm not really sure why they didn't make it, but it is pretty cool. Now this clock widget is pretty cool looking, and it's actually very similar to another widget that's in the Play Store now. Whoops, called Rings Digital. Sorry about that. Rings Digital weather widget or something like that. I think we have a link to it on one of our other posts, but it looks very similar to it. But however, this is actually a little bit cooler. you have your time here on the left side, but you can actually flip it. As you can see, you can go with different versions of the clock there, from analog to digital time. And on the weather, you can pretty much add cities, and you can switch to the different cities that you add, so you can have multiple cities there. So basically, we're going to add, we'll go with, I'm not even sure if the GPS is probably turned on, and it isn't. So now we'll just go through this stuff. And go back. Go with current location. Of course, you can add a city. And let's go back. See if that took. Yes, it did. So I can add another city. I can flip it and add another city. So I'm not going to do current location, so I'm going to say add a city, and let's just say Las Vegas. Whoops. Las Vegas, Nevada. I didn't realize there's so many Las Vegases. And that should be it. We'll go back. So now I can actually flip through, and you can flip it again and add a city. So you can see, pretty cool. Now over here you have your data and your battery. And I guess this is for settings. And I guess it'll give you some notifications in here, like for missed calls, voicemails, text messages. Interesting. So that's pretty cool. So you get, I really like this widget. Very nice. Now you can, this has actually been ported, and you can check our site. You can install this on any Android phone, but you will have to install the launcher as well. Now here's another thing that's quite interesting, is that the icons are kind of live in a sense, where they tell you that you have something new, like email. Like if there's a new email, it'll have a little 1 there, or 2 there, or 3 there for new emails. Quite interesting. And not only that, you can actually tap on it, but you can actually, with many of these, if there's a little arrows next to them, and I know that's maybe hard for you to see, if there's little arrows, what you can do is flip up and get a little preview without opening the app. So I can do it here with the email. There's nothing there, and obviously I don't have an email account set up. So very interesting there. Same thing with people. Add a favorites there for people. So that's what that's going to be, for favorites. Now in the browser, let's see what they got going there. Your bookmarks are going to be there. So that's right now the stock bookmarks. Of course, it'll be your own if you log into your own Gmail account. So that's really cool. That's a really nice enhancement. Motorola is doing a great job with their so-called blur. I don't know what you want to call it, but right now, to me, they're doing the best job anybody's doing, and I know everybody was knocking them 2 years ago. Now here's another little widget here that's new, and this is basically smart actions for driving smart. So basically you can set it up to automatically tell the person you're driving if you get text messages, and set the ringer to loud, and different things like that. I know there's some other modes on here as well, like for meetings, where it'll do certain things for you as well, which right now, again, this is the first time I'm holding the phone, so I'm not really sure about it, but I definitely saw some things there. Let's take a look at the version of Android, and I believe it's going to be Android 4.04. There it is, Android version 4.04. It is the MB886 model number, and it is the Cunera, and I know a lot of us were calling it the Dinera for a long time, and actually, wow, probably like 8 months ago, 9 months ago, that name came up, but it actually ended up being, I guess you call it the Cunera. So that's that. The camera is probably pretty much the same as the Razr Max. You can take pictures and video at the same time, and looks like pretty much the same type of stuff going on here. Different modes, there they are. Not going to be as crazy as the Galaxy S3 with the HDR and all the different settings, and of course the HTC One X, but it does have zero shutter lag, so that's also very good. I'm interested to see how the camera performs. The one negative, no NFC on board. Most new phones today, of the upscale phones, do have NFC. I know this isn't considered upscale for $99, but let me tell you, you're getting a lot for $99. This is a really nice phone. Now, it comes in two colors, modern white, which I don't have. I have the titanium. I would have liked to see the modern white. I don't have it, but and the modern white does look cool. That's the titanium, and I think I pretty much covered everything. So we're going to spend a little bit more time with it, and I think Roy's going to be doing a full review on this, and we look forward to that. Right now this is just initial look, and so far I'm liking what I see, loving it. So again, look for the full review soon. This is Rob Nazarian with Talk Android.